Hello, everyone, and welcome to another In the Void Real Review. This time we are reviewing The Drama. Okay, there's a lot to unpack in the latest A24 film, The Drama, starring Zendaya and Robert Patterson in a dark comedy drama that will get you thinking about relationships and do we really know the person we are most intimate with or not? We'll also get you thinking about whether our thoughts are who we really are, or are they just an extension or expression of who we are, or what we may become, or what we are going through at any given moment of time. Are they really who we are, or are they only what we are when we follow through on them and make them reality? That's a lot to say. The movie is really about the relationship between Zendaya's Emma and Robert Patterson's Charlie. They are days away from getting married when, during a drunken wine tasting with friends, Charlie learns a terrible secret about Emma's past.
Serious? Uh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna order an Uber.
Emma, what the fuck?
And the secret I won't reveal here, as that is part of the intrigue of this movie. Needless to say, it puts Charlie in an emotional spin that he cannot reconcile with until he confronts Emma about the terrible indiscretion she was going to take part in when she was 15. The friends she discloses her indiscretion to immediately see her in a negative light, and her husband, to be Charlie, becomes emotionally distant, and their relationship seems to be dangerously close to falling apart. Can we just forget it? Asks Emma of Charlie. But there's the premise of the movie. Once you know something about a person, can you ever see them in a different light? And if you're about to marry that person, obviously the stakes are higher, of course. Can a person change from deep emotional trauma that haunted them in the past, or is it bound to poison every relationship they're in after that? You may think this movie is dark, but surprisingly, it's very funny, and I caught myself giggling at the damage it wreaks on Charlie's perception of Emma once her secret is out.
Sorry, I was just trying to do your stupid job.
Coincidentally, the damage is the name of the book that Emma is reading at the start of the movie when Charlie tries to hook up with her. See the nice little correlation there? Everything comes full circle. I like when a movie does that. What's more, it's telling that Charlie takes a picture of that book and then tries to pretend he read it when talking to Emma. Is it some sort of metaphor of how we never really take the time to get to know a person truly when first meeting them? Was Charlie really not interested in the damage that was lurking in Emma's past? Are we just taking snapshots of the people we meet, never getting the full picture of them in our mind? Throughout the movie, you're wondering whether Emma and Charlie will go through with the wedding, or will they part their separate ways? All throughout, there's this great chemistry between Zendaya and Robert Patterson that is leagues ahead of anything we've seen during the twilight years between a younger Robert and equally young Kristen Stewart.
Thing about her laugh. You know how it's very cute, but it's also kind of
Repulsive even.
That's a good thing, because that's what most of this movie revolves around, obviously. If you don't care about the subjects in your painting, then you don't really care about the painting at all, no matter how pretty. And these are some pretty people, even if Patterson looks like he just popped out of bed with his perpetually disheveled head of hair. Zendaya exhibits emotional vulnerability underneath a burning fury that seems to burst forth from time to time in certain instances that bring to light a question of whether or not she indeed has an empathetic core that Charlie sees as one of her best qualities. Meanwhile, some of the drama's funniest moments are seeing Patterson struggle to squeeze out an authentic smile during pre-wedding pictures while thoughts of his flawed wife play out in his head. The wedding planner, meanwhile, is utterly perplexed, chalking it up to pre-wedding jitters. Patterson puts on an air of frustration that causes him to lose his cool because he's unable to reconcile the two pictures of his wife that are at odds with each other. Zendaya and Patterson are in their usually superb form, adding complexity to a narrative that you can chew on after the credits roll. I really did like this movie, and I know you will too. I'm giving The Drama a 9 out of 10. So far, this is a standout for 2026. What did you think of The Drama? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I will see you the next time we venture into the void.